Hey, yo, what up? Welcome back. This is not a podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. I told you we had a lot to talk about today. The Grammy nominations are out. Let's get into it. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, do all of that, man. I need all the support, man. Big year for Kendrick Lamar. Big year for the Clipse, and we're going to talk about it. I do want to lead off by saying that, and my stance is always this. If you watch, you know my stance is this. If I need to clarify, if you need to clarify, here it is. This is the Grammys. Of course, we're going to talk about it. I don't think the Grammys are the end all and be all. If I like a record, if I love a record that's not nominated, man, I still love that record. Winning a Grammy does not change that. Same thing with Billboard. And just because something hits big on Billboard or wins a Grammy and I don't like it going in doesn't mean I all of a sudden like it, because like the awards aren't the appeal to me. And we had this conversation last week with Billboard and hip hop not being in the top 40. Yes, the accolades are absolutely cool. It feels good to be recognized amongst your contemporaries. But hey, man, make dope shit. When we start making things to game the system, to hit the Billboard chart, or making things to win a Grammy, you know, you got to make shit to satisfy the base and the fans. That's y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of the stuff comes after, and it's cool if you get it. So, headlines: Kendrick Lamar versus the Clipse. Is in a lot of categories, Kendrick Lamar and the Clipse are facing off, and I think it's fun. I think it's a beautiful thing for hip hop, because I think we win either way. But with a lot of these nominations, we'll go through it. Kendrick Lamar leads everybody. He has 9 nominations. Last year he had the big year off of Not Like Us, and GNX came out. By the time GNX came out, it wasn't eligible for a 2025 Grammy nomination. So all of his GNX nominations are coming now. Bad Bunny has 6 nominations, well deserved. Bad Bunny's had an amazing year. We've talked about him a bit on this channel and what he's been doing. Clipse have 5 nominations, which I think is phenomenal. If you watch the channel, you know how I feel about Let God Sort Them Out. Well deserved. Doechii has 5 nominations. Again, Doechii won Best Rap Album last year, and she won Best New Artist. And then Anxiety, which was an older song, took off. So Anxiety is the reason why Doechii has so many nominations this year. SZA has 5 nominations. Tyler, the Creator, has 5 nominations. Good year for rap and just the culture in general of being recognized. But let's get into it. I want to get into it. Like, subscribe, comment. I need all of that support, man. Definitely subscribe. Please comment. You know I talk back. Like, share. Hype if you have hype points. Do all of that, man. We need all of that, all right? I want to get into this Best Rap Album category first. And I'll show y'all right here. So Best Rap Album: Let God Sort Them Out by the Clipse, Glorious by Glorilla, God Does Like Ugly by Jid, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator. I called this. I did an interview with Rolling Stone with Andre G, and they asked me my predictions, and I called this. I knew this is how it was gonna land. I would have liked to see Chance get a nomination here for Starline. I think Chance put out a phenomenal album. I would have liked to see Chance get recognized. Interesting to see that Drake and Party Next Door, Some Sexy Songs for You, isn't here. Or maybe because of what the record is, it should be more in the R&B category. Where did they submit? If they submitted, we don't know. Drake hasn't been submitting in the past anyway, right? He has kind of a contentious relationship with the Grammys. So I don't know. Wasn't personally my favorite of the year, but subjectively, I could see it here. But Let God Sort Them Out, Glorious, God Does Like Ugly, GNX, Chromacopia. I like all of these. The glaring omission for me is Chance. Is Chance the Rapper. Is Starline. I thought that was a phenomenal album. If I had to take one out, it would be Glorious. I would swap Glorilla for Chance the Rapper. And it would hurt to do that. I think Glow had a terrific year, but if I just think about bodies of work and albums, that's how it would stack up for me. But all in all, great. For me, in this category, Clipse. Rap Album of the Year, Clipse, and GNX for me. All right? That's who I would pick. Now let's get to the Album of the Year category, and I'm going to address some shit because it's a 1-2 conversation for me. Album of the Year is Bad Bunny, Mas Fotos, Swag by Justin Bieber, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter, Let God Sort 'Em Out by the Clipse, Mayhem by Gaga, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Mutt by Leon Thomas. Shout out to Leon Thomas, man. That's such a great, I love that album. Mutt is an amazing album. And Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator. First of all, I love that 3 of the nominees in Rap Album of the Year are now reflected in Album of the Year with GNX, Chromacopia, and Let God Sort 'Em Out. I think that's amazing. Now, I referenced before that I did a Rolling Stone interview with Andre G, where ahead of the nominations, he asked me to predict nominations, and he and I had a conversation together, and he put our conversation together and made an article about it. And like I said, my predictions were on point for Rap Album of the Year. I have K-bots coming at me now. I have Kendrick fans coming at me. Usually it's the Drake fans. Now I had to. That's when you knew you're doing something right, man. When both sides when you're the ops for both sides. But I had a couple K-bots coming at me because I said that I want to see Clipse win Rap Album of the Year, and I want to see GNX win the overall Album of the Year category. As a fan, that's what I want to see. Because I love hip hop. I have multiple favorites. I just don't root for one artist. It isn't just like my guy or nothing. Like, I like to see hip hop win. I have multiple favorite albums. I'm not, I don't, my guy and nobody else can win. If my guy doesn't win, hip hop stuff, like, that's corny to me. Now, is that likely to happen? Is it likely to happen that Clipse wins Rap Album of the Year, GNX wins Album of the Year? Realistically, if any rap album wins the Album of the Year category, realistically, it's going to be the both in the same categories. Like, whoever wins Rap Album of the Year is the front runner of all the other rappers to win Album of the Year, right? And that's fine. That's just how it works. But if I'm picking, if it is solely up to me, Clipse, Rap Album of the Year, GNX Album of the Year. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could cry about it. Like, I don't understand why that is so hard to understand. I do understand why it's hard to understand. Again, we're talking about, and we have a lot of this conversation about hip hop fans. A lot of us are hip hop fans. I'm not just a fan of one artist. Fucking what Kendrick did, it was amazing this year. I love it. What Clipse did was beautiful this year. I love it. Man, what Tyler did this year with Chromacopia and Don't Tap the Glass was amazing. I love it. I love to see JID rise and take his career to another level. I love the conversations that Chance the Rapper is having on Starline. Like, you see how that works? So the truth is, like, outside of my rap fandom too, though, you know, if we're talking about the Album of the Year category, that Bad Bunny album is going to be tough to beat. You know what I'm saying? Bad Bunny also had an amazing year. He deserves the success too. Let's go on to Best Melodic Rap Performance. Proud of Me, Friday, featuring Meek Mill. That was a beautiful record. Wholeheartedly, JID, Ty Dolla $ign and Black. Luther, Kendrick Lamar and SZA. We Mage, Terrace Martin and Kenyon Dixon and Rhapsody. Beautiful record. And Somebody Loves Me, Party Next Door and Drake. Going back to the Drake thing, right? Remember, in the past few years, he hasn't submitted, like I said before. But Somebody Loves Me, maybe it's so Party can get some love. Maybe if Drake kind of feels away about the Grammys, like, you know, you don't want that to fall on Party. So, and maybe that's why we don't see Nokia nominated, because Nokia could have definitely gotten a nomination, but it's just Drake alone on that song. So by submitting Somebody Loves Me, it makes sure that Party gets recognition. I'm not mad at Somebody Loves Me here. I'm not mad at it, but I'm going with Luther. If you ask me, if I'm the one picking, if I'm the one voting, I'm not on the voting committee. I should join. I could probably, there's a path to where I can join. And I just hadn't taken the steps. But so I'm not on the voting committee at all. But me, if I'm voting, if it's up to me, I'm picking Luther, Kendrick Lamar and SZA. That is my pick for Best Melodic Rap Performance. Best Rap Song now. We have Anxiety by Doechii, Birds Don't Sing by Clipse, Sticky by Tyler, the Creator, you know, with Lil Wayne and Sexy Red and Glorilla. We have TGIF, Glorilla, and TV Off for Best Rap Song. And this is a songwriters category as well, right? Like, if you see here, you just see all the songwriters listed. Producers are songwriters too, for those of you who are confused by that. In this category right here, I'm going with Birds Don't Sing. All of these songs are obviously huge. TV Off is great to me. Sticky is a fun record. Anxiety is dope. TGIF, like Glorilla killed that. That was probably like if you outside, when you be like, yo, man, I'm outside. TGIF might be the record that you heard the most in clubs, parties. TV off too. But TGIF was really out here in the streets. You really heard that everywhere you went. All these are dope records. But if I'm going with one, I'm going with Birds Don't Sing for what it represented. For me, for what it made me feel, for what it made people feel, I'm going with that. Just Clipse, just the concept of them losing both their parents, the brothers coming back together and reuniting after all these years, and Push raps about his late mother, Malice raps about his late dad, John Legend and the choir on the hook, Pharrell on production. It's just a dope record. I think I love this record. It's a beautiful record, what it represents. Best rap song, I would love to see that win. Now, best rap performance is Outside Cardi B, Chains and Whips. That's Clipse and Kendrick, and technically Pharrell is vocally on that record too. He has the bridge. So they're all nominated for their performance on that record. Anxiety by Doechii, TV Off by Kendrick Lamar. Lefty Gunplay also gets a nomination because he performs on that record. And Darling I with Tyler, the Creator, and Tizo Touchdown. For best rap performance for me, against the rap fan in me, it's Chains and Whips. Verses is crazy on that, like all of them. And just it being a bar, such a bar heavy song is amazing. And if Chains and Whips wins, you think about it, right? This is the hip hop fan in me, wanting to see all the artists that I love and admire take something home. If Chains and Whips wins, that means Push gets an award. That means Malice gets an award. That means Kendrick gets an award. That means Pharrell gets an award. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Grammys for all of them. But also that being the song that drew the line in the sand for UMG not putting the Clipse album out. If you remember the controversy, they wanted Clipse to either change Kendrick's verse or remove Kendrick from the song, and Clipse were unwilling, and it caused a rift between UMG, Def Jam, and Clipse. And Clipse and Pusha bought themselves out of the group contract and the solo contract, took it to Roc Nation distribution, and put out one of the best albums of the year, Grammy nominated. How you guys so short-sighted that you missed this? I think for everything that Chains and Whips represents, I think it would be poetic to see that win. Not mad at TV Off either. If TV Off wins, I'm still clapping. I think that's still dope. So for me, it's between Chains and Whips and TV Off, but I would like to see Chains and Whips win. For Song of the Year, we have Golden from the K-pop Demon Hunters, Luther. We have Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter, and all of the songwriters like Jack Antonoff is nominated again. Song of the Year is a songwriters award. Wildflower by Billie Eilish and all of her songwriters. Abracadabra by Lady Gaga and all of her songwriters. Anxiety by Doechii. Apate by Rosé and Bruno Mars, and Mas Fotos by Bad Bunny and all of the songwriters there. Right, so that's the Song of the Year nominations. I want to see Luther win. I'm rooting for Luther. If I'm voting for Luther. That's just where my fandom takes me. The beautiful record, really successful. But if you remember, if you go back to the first video, before the record was even a single or we knew that was going to be the breakout, that was a special record. The first time you heard GNX. If you look at my first video, I said, damn, I was raised on Luther's music. When I was a kid, my mother used to play Luther Vandross all through the house. And damn, this record reminds me of my mom. My mom is still here, but living, but still reminds me of my mom, reminds me growing up. I said in the video, yo, I want to play this record to my mom. I want to show this record to my mom. I want to see my mom would appreciate this record too, because so much of my appreciation for that record lies in the love for my mother and the music that she played when we was kids. So Luther is a special record for me. So I want to see Luther win. But that Bad Bunny, man, that Mas Fotos is hard though. Honestly though, to me the bigger record from Bad Bunny or the more personally impactful record to me was Nueva York. But Mas Fotos dope too. But I'm going with Luther for this one. Record of the year, which is this is the artist category. The other one was all the songwriters, because sometimes as an artist you might not have a songwriting credit on your own record. So that song of the year is a celebration of the songwriters, and producers are songwriters too. Record of the year is the artist award. So record of the year is Abracadabra, Lady Gaga, Luther, Apate by Reyez and Bruno Mars, The Subway by Chappell Roan, Mas Fotos by Bad Bunny, Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter, Wildflower by Billie Eilish, Anxiety for Doechii. Record of the year, I'm gonna go with Luther again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just the music I listen to, what I feel via music. For me, it's Luther. You know what I'm saying? Luther. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. Best new artist, Olivia Dean, Cat's Eye, The Reyez, Addison Rae, Somber, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, Lola Young. All of them had amazing years. I think what Olivia Dean is doing right now is amazing. It's such beautiful music. I'm going with Leon Thomas. I'm going with Leon. That Mutt album is so special. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a great album. I'm going with Leon. And, you know, Leon has been behind the scenes for so long, so it's good to see Leon get his flowers. I would like to see Leon win Best New Artist, but we'll see. It's tough. Alex Warren had a big year. You know, Cat's Eye, The Reyez. I feel like Maria's been around, but I mean, you can argue Leon Thomas has been around. I don't know. The Best New Artist category always kind of confused me. Addison Rae has been around, but whatever, man. I'm going for Leon. Okay. Biggest snub to me, right? We're going to get into just, I want to talk about a snub, is Jessie Reyez, Paid in Memories. I think the album is amazing. I think the songwriting is brilliant. I think Jessie's sound is so diverse. She deserved, to me, a nomination where you put her maybe the best place to put her, because in that album, she goes through a bunch of different sounds. So it was like, okay, well, what category do you put her in? I think best progressive R&B album category. And Duran Bernard, Bloom was nominated. Bilal, Adjust the Brightness. Shout out to Duran Bernard. Destin Conrad, Love on Digital. Flow, Access All Areas, and Come As You Are with Terrace Martin and Kenyon Dixon. Amazing album, man. Shout out to them both. But Jessie deserved to be in this category. I think Paid in Memories is one of my favorite albums of the year. I think Jessie deserved it, man. And then when you get into the song, you get into a record like Couldn't Be Me. Song is fire. The lyrics, the emotion, the way she delivers it could have absolutely, to me, been in the best R&B song category, and the best R&B performance category. So in best R&B song, we have Folded by Kehlani, of course, huge record, beautiful record, amazing record. Heart of a Woman by Summer Walker. It Depends, Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller. Shout out to Riot on that one too, produced that one. Overqualified by Duran Bernard, and Yes It Is as well, Leon Thomas. But I think Couldn't Be Me, Jessie Reyez. I think they needed to find space for Jessie Reyez in this category. And then best R&B performance, UConn, Justin Bieber. It Depends, Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller. Folded by Kehlani, Mutt, Leon Thomas. They did the live version from the Tiny Desk. I'm biased. I think the live version from the Genius Open Mic is better, but shout out to Tiny Desk, man. But I'm biased. But shout out to Leon, really. Leon's the real winner here. Heart of a Woman by Summer Walker. But I think Jessie Reyez, I'm looking at this and this feels incomplete without Jessie Reyez. Couldn't be me. That's just me. That's just what I feel. But I want to talk to the rest of y'all. So hit me in the comments. What do y'all think of these nominations? Who do you think is gonna win? Who do you think was snubbed? Who do you think didn't make it? Hit me with all of that. Talk to me in the comments. I'll talk back. All right. Peace.